Hey guys, this is Joey from Essentially Me, and I'm going to show you today how to make a really gorgeous Lux Salve. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a pot with some water in it, and you're going to heat that up. I like to use a container that I've repurposed, and the reason is because we're going to be dealing with beeswax. Beeswax loves to get on everything, so if you can get a glass jar or a container that you're going to make your salve in, so that if you have any leftover salve, you can just put your lid on, lock it up, put it in the cupboard, and then when you want more salve, you can go and heat it up again, and I'll show you. My favourite is using these glass jars because what happens is they hook over the side and they, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a space under the jar where the hot water sits, so it's just like a double boiler. So the recipe for this is 1 cup of coconut oil. So I've lightly melted that because it's a bit cold. You could just scrape it in there if you want to. So 1 cup of coconut oil. And then I've got my beeswax, pure beeswax. 8 tablespoons of beeswax, and it's really handy in those little pellets because it melts quite quickly. And then the next thing I'm going to do is you can do 2 tablespoons of cacao butter, the one that we eat in our raw chocolate, or 2 tablespoons of shea butter. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of shea butter. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. And my lesson that I've learnt is not to use utensils so that you don't have to wash them in the dishwasher and then the beeswax just gets stuck to everything. Do not put it down the drain because it'll stick in the side of the drain. So I always use these skewers, so and then you can chuck them out at the end. So I use a skewer and I just stir it, and then I just leave it for probably takes about 10 minutes to melt. So we've got those 3 ingredients in there. Once they've melted, you need to add a cup of oil. Now the oil has to be a liquid, so that's what makes it nice and soft and you can apply it easily. So this one here is organic jojoba oil. You could use coconut oil, you could use sweet almond oil, whatever you like. So while that's heating up, I'm going to show you one that I have pre-made this morning because I love salves. So this is the one that I've made. That's how much it's going to make, which is a fair bit. And it's actually cooled down. You can see it's starting to like go solid on the sides. Well, not solid, but it's starting to set. So what I'm going to show you today is how to make an Easy Air chest rub. So this is going to have 10 drops of Easy Air and 5 drops of frankincense. And I'm going to pour this, without spilling it, into the bottle. Like that. And these little cute jars that I got for $1 from a cheap shop. Or you could use, any kind of jar. That's a good one to use too. We've got our beautiful Easy Air. And I'm going to put 10 drops of that in. And then I'm going to put 5 drops of frankincense, which is really, really good for immune support. Oh my god, it's a fresh one. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to get my stick again, and I'm going to give it a stir. And it's as easy as that to make yourself a beautiful salve. So this is one that I'm going to use on my kids, and I'm going to use it on their feet and their chest and their back at night time. All done. There are a few other things that I wanted to show you quickly, what I use salves for. So I've got this one here. This one's a hormonal salve, and I've got 10 drops of clary sage, wild orange, lang lang, lavender peace and frank, and it is absolutely divine. I use it as actually a moisturiser. And the other one, which I'll put the recipe for in the comments, is a really amazing one that I found for itchy skin. I absolutely love it. So I hope you got a bit out of that and you want to go and make it yourself. It's like super easy. Bye!